Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having an amazing time. We just came out of the French version, and I suspect Cyrus is finishing up his sandwich. Sorry for throwing him under the bus. Speaking of bus, big hello to Danny, who's having an amazing time not working. I hope you're having fun here.
And I can only say pow wow, yo, yippee, yay, beautiful Borgers. Very excited to be with you guys tonight. It's all going to be fun, love, and how to become financially free with the Borger family. That rhymes. Borger,
Yeah.
financially free with the Borger family. We should make a song out of it. Lovely to see the lovely common faces and the new faces too. As always, Crypto CG's in the house. Great to have you there. I think I have one of your T-shirt here. Do I? Oh no, shit. This is. I have to take off my shirt. This is one of the best story. So I'll start with a funny story. I started in investing real money in 2007. Um, because before I was just a student and didn't really have cash. But when I started working in banking, I was putting like a huge amount of my salary in investing. I was really like very saving, very stingy, like a youngster and a smart one. And what happened is that I really wanted to get into crypto. I'm not in crypto, into investing with high risk. And I didn't think penny stocks was a thing for me, and it was very difficult back in 2007 to invest. So I was looking on the most risky assets, and it was emerging markets. I just knew about IPOs, and there was the IPO of Alibaba in 2007, I think so, or 8, 7, I think so, yeah, 2007. And I participated in the IPO, sorry. I made a great amount of money. Then in 2014, I think so, they did the IPO on Nasdaq. This was on the Hang Seng, the Hong Kong stock exchange. And then I became a fan of Alibaba because I made a lot of money out of it, right? So, but Alibaba was a B2B thing. It was not B2C, and AliExpress didn't exist yet. So it was always difficult to do things, but I still was doing a lot of different businesses with that. And then in 2014, Alibaba did this time an IPO on the Nasdaq. And participated in that one too. Again, made a lot of money. And it was always my big position. I kept it over time and all that, and I was very glad and excited about that. And one day on AliExpress, I just read in SwissBorg, and there, there's these fake T-shirts. I mean, not fake T-shirts, T-shirts of SwissBorg made over there. So I always got very excited about like how the wheel of success like turns around. And I don't think so they make anymore these SwissBorg T-shirts, but yeah, some of them, some of you guys probably know the story already. But I wanted to start with a fun one. And by the way, this is not from AliExpress, but his name is Gigi Rarafufu. Let's get to it, Benji. Now let's got to the serious point of it. 3 minutes down the line, what are we going to talk about tonight?
We're going to do a little recap of the month of April, just in case you missed anything, but also we're going to be talking about Borg because there are a lot of very exciting new announcements that we did not talk about in English yet. And we have a Borg staking update, obviously, mostly for our outside UK, but there's also maybe some news there that could be exciting. Borger Score is also going to have an update, which I'm giving a little bit more details on. And we're going to talk about our last and next votes, which were chapter either 5 and 6. And at the end, we'll have a Q&A. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them right there, and then we'll take them at the end before the Kahoot, where there is a prize pool of 1,000 Borg. So that also means that you need to follow a little bit, because otherwise it's going to be tricky to win this. But you guys know the drill. You were very, very good last time. Starting strong, 100 million Borg staked for governance. This is a milestone that was hit while I was in Iceland on vacation, stressing out that we would not be with a success here. Governance is strongly tied to staking, which means that staking is for governance rewards, the rewards that we currently know as guardians, that can only, well, before can only be gotten if you had a lot of Borg and voted. Now, if you is if you lock a lot of Borg and then you vote, you can get them. So we have these little details that we'll go more into later on. Yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone because that's super exciting, and we have some more
And
demographics.
really, you know, 100 million Borg is $20 million plus. It's, you know, 10, more than 10% of the supply. These are huge numbers, and this was just, you know, done in a very short amount of time. So again, it shows again the importance of how our network is strong and loyal and it's forward thinking. And I think it's really beautiful, right? Like going from 200, it took us 5 years to get 250 million staked in the premiums, and it took us like a month to do like 40% of that. That's just crazy numbers. That's a lot of commitment, and it shows that the big fish, the medium, I mean, the big whales, the dolphins, the sharks, and the big fishes are really here for the long run, but as well everyone. I think so that really shows again how this ecosystem is beautifully built and how you guys have trust in us, and that's the exactly reason why we have so much trust in you guys and why we really want to always deliver not only a transparent great ecosystem, but how can we build a democracy that's based on a meritocracy. So it's very, very heartwarming feeling to get this trust from you guys, so thank you very much.
And yeah, there were two things I think helped a lot make sure that this was a success. And the first one is that it's essentially the evolution of the Guardians. That is something that has been happening consistently for the last now 2 years or so, with
Hmm.
rewards that have been punctual, with votes that have been punctual, and proper communication about it. So it shows that there's a big following of that program, which was very cool. We always had between, let's say, 7 and 12,000 votes, but these people have shown up. And the second thing is, as a wise man once said, it's clear that the SwissBorg community has not only studied conviction but graduated from the Conviction University. I even have the shirt here. Maybe it says study conviction. Yeah. So definitely props and a big thank you to everyone who has pitched in this, and
Yep.
some surprises for those who couldn't yet are coming up.
Put
Nonetheless.
the others, put the other form. I like to see your beautiful face, Benji. Look more sexy like that. There you go. Um, no, I would have said that if it was Beta Girl, but that, you know, always people always ask me if that's the barrier of being not too crazy. But getting back to craziness and bringing the best world exchange is the MEX, as you guys know. What is it? It's multi-chain, it's cross-chain. It's the best way from buying your fiat to crypto, to crypto to fiat, to crypto to crypto. We have now, as always, created, set it a new trend where people are being copying us, which is fine, by the way. It's great sometimes to take a risk and build a huge amount of technology to show to the world what's the right thing to do. You know, Tesla has done that. Doesn't matter, and they're still way more advanced and multiple features than a lot of different cars. I could say so because I own them, and I've been in a lot of Chinese cars. They're good, no doubt about that, but they're not as good at all in terms of software and even in terms of hardware. Now the big thing was Berachain. We technically we believe that Berachain has a great advantage over a few blockchains that layer ones that are in this new cycle of number four. We believe that the ecosystem itself is quite strong. The community is quite strong. They have a lot of cash, which is good. You know, they raised 150 million in dollars there, so they have a lot of money. Plus, obviously, they're going to be selling tokens when they need. Uh, they 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 have few cool stuff that's going on with them. The apps already built on top of it, which are nice. We've been able to list one and did over 100% since the listing, even within a small amount of time. So that was a great one. It was Honey and another one. Um, and at the end, it was not a huge investment for us technically. It was not that difficult. In other words, I mean, that was easy, but it was somewhat similar to what we have built in the past. So that was the reason. We're very excited. Will they have more, different blockchains that we're going to adopt, of course, more dexes, of course. This is only the debut, so it's now three different blockchains. Solana with 7 dexes at least, then or maybe 6, and then 4 on Avalanche, and then 2 now on Berachain, and we're looking forward to have more chains and more dexes, and to be able to really utilize blockchain the best way. But more importantly, not only that, is to give you access to list these tokens, front run everyone, and as well to be able to get the best user experience and the best price. So this is what the Mex is. It's not the easiest thing to sell, but what you just have to say, it's easy. Best experience, best price, and we're able to front run all the sexes by using blockchain technology. So that's beautiful. Better than sex. Thanks for reminding that. Tokens listed, Benji. Did we list 1,000 tokens? No, we didn't.
Not this time. This time we listed 8 tokens. Quite popular tokens. We think that they could be of interest. We've noticed that there is some volume on them already, so clearly some people knew about them. I personally only knew 2, so it's nice also to see some new tokens to research, check out their descriptions, see what they do, if they're in the interest of my old holdings. But the bottom line is that we've cut down a little bit on token listings because we're going to delegate this decision, and we're going to talk about this very, very soon. But new things also are app enhancements. Personally, my favorite one here is the trading activity, because I'm able to see who's doing what, and I like checking out which tokens are popular, which are not. I like seeing if people are bullish on Borg or not, especially after Loyalty has a feature that's launched. And yeah, I think it's very cool to be able to be objective. Like, okay, everyone's going against the current here. What's happening? Is there a legitimate reason or not? For you, Cyrus, is there something that you like checking out?
Yeah, I mean, the the total amount of the missed amount of staking that you could have is quite cool. The discretion as well, especially market cap, FDV. I think those are good ones sometimes, especially a lot of those caps that were going up 50%, and then you're like, okay, but if the token is market cap is very small, then it's normal. But if it's like $1 billion cap market cap going 50%, it's like, okay, what did I miss, right? So I think that was definitely a good one, and much more to come, right? And then description too. I mean, description they're not perfect, but they're good enough, I would say, to get interest in many tokens that sometimes you're like, I heard about that one, but tell me exactly what it is. And then be able to see as well if you like to do a lot of earn, and LPT is the one that I have, for example, and I forgot about it. Just how stupid. Missing 40% for 4 months. That's huge. That's sad. That's 10%. That's 12%. I just missed 12%, stupidly. So that was the one where I felt very stupid about it, and I was very thankful to see it then in a better way. Talking about earning and getting double-digit rewards, you get it with Kusama now, which is a blockchain fork of Polkadot, if I remember correctly. But there's as well native staking with XBorg, and there's been a lot of different alpha trading and alpha rewards. There have been very successful ones, and this is really something that I encourage you guys to look into deeply, because in these markets, not easy to make some money, but I was very, very excited to get the Tau into Tau. Tau obviously is one of the big AI, I would say, token that has a great amount of hope in it. And the trading signals, this is all done by the investment team, which have a lot of different quantitative models that look at where things are, they are, how do you say, they're pushed in a negative stance in a very hard way, and we know there's going to be a wake up on it, right? And the one of Uni was the one last week. There's sometimes the market is too abusive on the token, both sides, right? It's too bearish, too bullish, and this is the one that tries to filter the noise out while you don't need to take any decisions. It's just It goes in it, it goes out of it, it goes automatically. I don't know what you think about it, Benji, but I'm very excited. I participate in many of them, and I think so. It's a great way to get to invest into the market without any emotions and to trade the market without any real, how do you say, knowledge and time.
Yeah, yeah, it's 100% an enormous time saver. What I did at the very beginning is I just put something in all of them to check it out because I was interested in what that team was doing. I didn't have that much knowledge of what was happening on that side of SwissBorg, but when it came out, I decided to try it out, see what it would be doing, and tell you, yeah, it was a 2x. I didn't even do on purpose, and if I had the token on my own, I would have definitely sold it before. So it's very, very cool that there's this now new automated system that, yeah, allows you to be 100% objective and unpredictable. Because being emotional in the market is being predictable, and that's how you lose. So here we cut that out, and well, sometimes clearly it works very, very well. Speaking of working very well, the founders are working on the next community bundle. They have already 198 of them have locked 4.3 million BORG tokens, which is a lot. And now they're participating and trying to figure out the best way of bringing this initiative to life. I don't know if Cyrus, you want to talk a bit more about.
I some people sent me a question by the way. How do people know if they participate in the vault and they're eligible to be in the group in the founder group?
That's a very good question that I don't have the answer to yet.
Just before when we were talking about it, I was like, actually, there's some people who asked me that question, and I forgot to get back to them.
I
But
guess if you
maybe
locked tokens, you have to be in, right?
I think so, yeah. Or probably got an
Uh,
email where that there's a country there is, yeah, I could imagine that.
hmm.
Um, So I think this again, this is another spectacular historic moment for SwissBorg is really how we swarm in the best people to create this bundle, to co-manage it, and then to co-sell it together and co-earn on it. So it's really this new way of creating exponential, we're all gonna make it together bundle, right? That should be the name, by the way. I mean, I don't want to say anything, but the WAGME bundle, that's what it is. SB WAGME, WAGME. Um, I think that's the beauty of it. It's and how is this going to be orchestrated in a great way? I think so. This can be magnificent. There's going to be ups and downs, of course, but I'm very, very excited. This is a bit of dream for myself to be happening. We talked about it in, you know, early 2017 with Anthony, and we wrote about it in the white paper, and now it's happening. Take time, but that's what it is. I wish we had it in 2018 or 19, but hey, better later than what's the
Better late than never. Yeah.
better late than never exactly. Um, oh, I just got the email by the way. Welcome, bundle co-founder. Yay, I made it. And now the Telegram group. Okay, I have to join it right now. Okay, there you go, guys. I am in the Telegram group now. I will join the bundle.
Yeah, I wasn't
Awesome.
invited.
I am very excited to have it. Narrate of the bundle, Bolantir in it. Oh, that's cool. Um, so yeah, anyways, I'm super excited to be within the bundle and I'm sure we're gonna do great stuff together. Now, April, a lot of shit happening in April in events. Paris, Benji, myself. That was fun.
That was cool. That was a unique experience. It was on a boat. I'm not very good with boats, so it was moving a little bit while we were standing and talking to people. It forced me to drink water all night, which is not a bad thing. So that was a very positive note. And we spoke to a lot of people who I have never spoken to before and that didn't necessarily know SwissBorg that well. So it was also very interesting to be able to talk about what we do, show them the app, and I'll never get bored of how impressed people are when you do a trade, when you do a swap, and then you click on the little expand button and you show them, well, look at what we're doing here. And now there's going to be Bearer Chain, Solana, Avalanche. Imagine going from one meme token on Bearer Chain to one meme token on Solana. Now, probably it's a terrible idea, but it will look super cool. and it's something that's noticed very, very quickly and very intuitively once you actually get to show it. And Dubai, I didn't hear that much about it, but I think it was Alex that was
I
there,
just
right?
talked about Alex just before, and we didn't finish the conversation. He said it was awesome. There was like a ring where there was different debates happening, and you could there was like these official speakers, like a lot of like big dudes, these KOLs and all that. So a lot of these brilliant minds were there. But not only anyone from that was listening was able to jump in the ring, just say one thing, like come up and say 30 seconds something, and get out. So there was this huge debate on different topics, on the bear market, not a bull market, what are the different narratives, what are these projects good or not good. So it's very interactive. Alex is, obviously, as you guys know, is an amazing speaker, spokesman, and as well a fantastic, how do you call it, MC. And he made this possible, and I think we're going to try to replicate it. Especially, I did a huge failure in Paris that we just talked about in the previous one, though. I really need to step it up. But I heard that Benji and Danny is gonna take this going forward, and I'm very excited to see what Danny and Benji is gonna do. Hope you're enjoying, Danny, your vacation.
Because it's about to get much rougher real quick. Dream Fund launched. So
That
the
was the
more,
dream, Danny. That was the dream.
the more you dream, the bigger the prize. There were 10,421 dreams submitted, which means that the green line here has been completely annihilated. Amazing job on behalf of everyone here. I hope that your dreams get shortlisted. I was hoping that the marketing team would read all the dreams one by one and then filter it out, but I just heard before that an AI is actually going to help them out for the first batch, which I think makes sense. I was wishing them maybe a little bit too harsh of a job. But yeah, so 40,000 euros in the pool to make four dreams happen, I believe. Maybe even more because the Guardians actually have a additional option to fund extra dreams. So it's going to be more than four dreams, and we're going to be following them. We're going to be clapping for them, and then we're going to see all of the results, which I think will be immensely satisfying as a community to make someone's dream
Yep,
happen.
I love it. Like I really doubled down on this one. This is not my initiative. It was really Micah himself, and I think it's really beautiful. At the end, the DAO is exactly that. It's how people could achieve their dreams, make them big, and then reward other people, right? You have to, create this virtuous cycle of, you know, daring, being proactive, get out there, show what's your dream, make this dream contagious where everyone's like, "Ah, I'm riding for you. I think so it's awesome. I'm gonna vote for you." And then how this dream becomes bigger where it creates this beautiful ecosystem where Borgers get rewarded. So yeah, I really am very, very excited about that. I had a dream about it last night, but it was fun. And yeah, very excited about it. I think it's genuine one of the best initiative we have had. This is the first season, so we're learning. I'm sure there's going to be great things and not great things, but I really hope this is going to be one of the way to expand a lot our community, and we could grow this at a huge level. Like the next time is not 10,000, it's 50,000, right? And thanks to that, we get like 5,000 new Borgers that are really on the mission of SwissBorg, right? Premium people. This could be a great way to bring hope to people and dope to Borgers.
And obviously the top places in French and German to get all of your information regarding Swissborg as a non-native English speaker are Swissborg Mania, Julien's channel, where he does an amazing job at analyzing everything. He's also our resource when we need help on reminding ourselves for something that happened in the Swissborg ecosystem. There's a lot of information, and he's doing an amazing job at aggregating everything. So strongly recommend him on the French side. And then we have Misha on the German side, who started slightly after Julien Nas now, but who's also doing an amazing work at making sure that all of the information is taken and understood to our dear German community, because, well, we can't do the assembly in German for an easy reason. I think both Cyrus and I would not be as good as Misha is.
Definitely not. And talking about that, if there's anyone listening here and is thinking of helping for another cohort, another language, it could be as well a cohort. If you guys just want to do the women and just really do strongly for women and help how SwissBorg could be more womanized in a way that appeals better for women or for old people, um, or for, I don't know, Italians or Dutch or to whatever you feel is the core missing. We'll be very, very excited to help you to create content, to push the content, to train you, to create master classes and all that. Yeah, let us know if you guys are excited about it. Because I know in the back we had some Spanish ones, we had different ones. Very happy to push this initiative and to help any way to help to make this happen. Borg metrics. Borg
Pamp.
is pumping. Pam, 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 pam. Borg's doing well. However, we're still not winning the race. We need to really jump this race. And I think we're just above Orca right now as we speak, but we're still very far from the rest of the guys. So we need to show the world that the mechs and the Borger community and all the great experience through the SwissBorg app and through BorgPad is showing the right way to merge the best of both worlds, the on-chain world, the off-chain world, and to create a wealth management protocol that really enables anyone to become financially free. So I really hope that this, we boost our voice and we get to win this race. Talking about race last month, was it good, Benji?
Eh, not really.
Sucked.
It's pretty bad. There's only one metric which is up a lot. It's the new
Yeah,
one.
that's true. No, 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 no. It's still unfortunately, it's still amazing. Actually, no, it's a fantastic month. But there's just one component that made it amazing. The Borg staking again. We just talked about it before. But if you remove that, then it fucking sucked. That's the truth. I mean, now we have 1/3 of the total supply is completely locked, which is amazing. I mean, there's almost no tokens in the world that has that. So this is fantastic. And again, congrats to the loyal people that are in this call and that are deep into our hearts. But in terms of premium, it sucked only 326, which is very low. The reason is that there's 749 that actually canceled. No, that's not true. 423 that canceled. I can't see it very much. Not yeah, the rest's pretty much stable. So nothing great too much. I mean, 110K more in premium locked. Okay, it's good, but we should be at least a million, as I said. So we're definitely not great there. Much better to be done, but the month of April was a bad month for crypto, for activity in general. It was like we had a really bad month in terms of everything, activity, marketing, low revenue. It was a very, very, it was a good month that we should have gone on vacation or actually no, it was a good month though, because when you don't have much happening, then you get more excited in some ways, at least in the office, because you're like, okay, we have to figure out like a lot of ideas, like in a bear market a bit.
Yeah, it's when I remember when I was in marketing, and you would put a tweet out and it was bull run, then it would work every single time. And then when you put a tweet out and it's bear market, well, no one cares. So you have to get much more creative
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
interesting.
And
So
the
in
Dream
the
Fund
office,
is some way something out of this.
yeah.
So that's like a one good thing. Uh,
Speaking
so
of
the
bad
community
things,
index says we could skip this one and just talk about it how bad it was. It was very bad. There you go. But wait, this is the community index of no, this is the community index of 6th of May.
it's
The
the
average is
month, I think. Eh?
4.6. Yeah, yeah. No, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Ah, no, no, it's the Pow Wow one. Yes, yes.
Yeah, this is the last one, which is still really bad. But no, the average of April was 4.6,
Which is okay. We've
which
had
is
better
okay.
though.
So for the French people that are listening the second time, well, yeah, we made a mistake earlier. But what we didn't make a mistake is how cool now we see the breakdown circulating supply of the Borg token.
Yeah.
And I think there's still one thing missing
There's
is
the 4 million in the founders vault that's
4 million the
missing.
founder of all that's missing, but there's something else you
Maybe
mentioned.
Borg pad liquidity pools.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Good job. Yeah, but that's going to be just link the people to talk to make that happen.
Yeah.
So it's going to be happening in the upcoming
I think the
days.
important thing is that this light green circulating supply unlocked is getting smaller and smaller by the hour, and I think that there's going to be two events that we're going to talk about that will also help a little bit on making that even smaller than it is right now. So
Yep.
yeah, what I wanted here to highlight is 4,692 people who have locked their tokens. This is amazing. It's yeah, really thank you to everyone who's has done that. And for our dear UK users who have not been able to lock any tokens yet, I am currently working on the version that will be able to be released in the UK as well. So it will become possible. In the meantime, nothing changes for you guys. But we have to make it right because we really are 100% regulated and we will abide by the rules, which means I have to sit down for a few hours and figure out exactly what we can't do, what we shouldn't do, and then apply it. So we're working on it, hoping that it will be coming out by the end of the month. And yeah,
But I heard like bullish news on UK. The Prime Minister or some influential political person was saying that UK wants to become a very big crypto hub. So it looks like hopefully things will go in the right direction. Though today I heard again another thing which was a counter saying that the Bank of England or something, the Federal Reserve of England would never put Bitcoin as standard for their reserves. But still very, how do you say? Still very excited to see what's going to happen with UK. As you guys know, we love our UK community, and we believe that UK has always been one of the pioneer in fintech, and therefore will always figure out a great way to bring the credible players to build great solutions for our UK community members.
exactly.
Borg buyback, that happened.
Yeah, that just happened.
1.4 million.
1.4 million Borg have been bought back from the circulating supply. We're doing that in the name of the Guardians. This was the Q4 Guardians budget. So it was the USDC that they have accumulated during that Q4. And now we have 575K USDC left from Q1 this year that are to be used for the buybacks of Q2, which we are slightly late on. And in all transparency, I think we might have a little bit of a delay on still. But nonetheless, we have nice bullets that we can still use and that I'm looking forward to give you the results on, and obviously the information. Speaking of information, for anyone who is not UK, this is a very important slide. This next vote and the one after this, actually in UK too, this next vote that we're launching today and the one after it are the first incentivized votes. So the rewards in the future that are to thank you for participating to the different votes. It's a motivation to and yeah, just recognition for participating in our governance. These rewards will start being for each individual vote starting today. So the assembly and the guardians and everything following this will count in the score that determines how much you're getting out of that pool. The power is the amount of tokens that are locked at the closing time of a vote. So let's say we have now 10 days. If you have 1,000 power today and you vote, it doesn't matter. It matters if you still have 1,000 power when we close the vote. And this is what we take into account. Here we can see that Billy has 1,000 power during the assembly and 1.5 during the guardians, which means in total he has 2.5 worth of power. And then we check how much that's worth compared to all of the power that was accumulated during the season. And that's the percentage of the pool that he's getting. So it's quite important to understand that this is how it works. For UK, there's a special rule. It's going to be, you have to vote as well, but we're going to use 1 point for each 100 Borg that you have. and it's all Borg taken into account. So premiums, Borg owned, and Borg locked in different pools and thematics, everything, and it's 1 for 100. We're going to do some calculations to see if that's fair. And if it's not fair, it will be updated right before anything happens. So don't worry. It's very temporary. Since it's a very difficult situation, we're kind of working with it. And we're just going to make sure it's fair for everyone. Borger score update. We're going to be bringing some visual changes to the Borger camps. As you know, right now, they're going to be transferred into ranks. This will allow us to give some more visible, stronger perks. Since we won't have 15 camps to satisfy anymore, but 6 ranks, we're able to really define which ranks get what, and then we'll highlight everything and give it a nice new sexy look. So instead of having just camp 1, camp 5, camp 6, you know exactly where you'll be ranked. Let's say gold, you know that there's better, you know that there's also worse, and you know what you're getting. So we're expecting this to be a nice change before we bring some more complexities to that whole system. And we're trying to really align all of the products inside SwissBorg. Let's say you're gold, then you know that you'll be getting the alpha vaults, and you know that you'll be getting the alpha trading, if that is something that we're going to do, etc., etc. So we're really trying to align all of the products here, and the best ranks will be getting the best things, including the best rewards from the ecosystem rewards. Cyrus, you had an amazing development on this from the French version. I don't know if you want to talk a bit about the camps and the ranks.
Yeah, I could get back to the former slide. I think which is very important is why do you want to stake more Borg? Is because you want to win the race. You want to go financially free by investing in a great asset, but as well being able to utilize this asset in the best way. And what does that mean is that you get better access to investment opportunities that are rare. So for example, myself, now I'm in the top 10 Borgers. It's great since always I missed a lot of volts. I just missed a lot of volts. It was not very clearly how it was done. It was always very difficult. Now by being the top 10 volts, or top 100, let's say Borgers, the vaults is going to be more exclusive. I'll have more time for it. We'll be able then to invest into these vaults, but I'll not only get better access to these vaults, I'll have bigger amount of access to. So these vaults will say like instead of being able to invest like 200 for everyone in every vault, well, the people will, for example, in the higher camps, or they'll be able to finally get to be investing much more. And that's something that's very important because maybe for some people $200 is a lot, maybe for some of the people $200 is not really representative of their wealth to make the effort for it. So this is already something that's very important. So a better experience, and you can be able to invest more, which is really great. And the number two, which is very important, is not only the product and service that you're getting out of this, it is the rewards. And as you guys know, we've built the great ecosystem rewards, all the family Borg projects, spin-offs like SwissBorg, Galactica, Agora, Borgi, Kairos, and many others that are friends of ours, that are fantastic former colleagues as well of ours. They've you guys have voted that the ecosystem rewards will go only to Borgers, which is really cool. And how do you get access to these tokens? Well, these are the airdrops that I'll be giving to Borgers, and based on these different camps as well, right? Based on if you're top 100, top gold, I mean bronze, silver, gold, and others, to show that a huge portion will go to the top people that are in the higher camps, and give a great access to this loyalty. So this is something that's really cool. Now this seems very capitalistic, and it is, but Benji, is this going to change going forward?
Yes, exactly. So at the very beginning, the only way to get to the top ranks is going to be through the Borg points. These are the ones that we currently have. Essentially, we're just renaming the Borg
Sorry,
journey.
I was using camps, but it's rank. Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
don't worry about it. It's going to be confusing for a bit, and then we'll get used to it, I think. Um, so it's going to be the only way. It's going to be the only way to get a head start. It's going to be Borg, of course. But very quickly after we introduce the ranks, we're going to be introducing something called seasonal points. And that is depending on the activity that you do. Let's say you refer a friend, you vote, you use the app, you open the app, or you learn about an article. Depending on what we decide will be good actions for both you and SwissBorg, we will be incentivizing it with points, and these points will allow you to catch up with people who have more Borg. Now, of course, if you have a lot of Borg and you're active, there is no one who will be able to catch you back, because essentially that's what we will be considering loyalty. It's having a lot of Borg and being very active. But if you have Borg and you're not active at all, and then someone doesn't have that much Borg, but he's super active, he actually would have a shot at catching you up. And that's what we want to really highlight, is that you don't need to be rich to win, but you can also just be active and contribute to the ecosystem's growth.
And as I just said earlier, you could buy the best membership gym card in the world. If you don't do the pull-ups, if you don't run, you're not going to be healthy. Here it's the same thing. You just can't buy the all-inclusive package and just chill. That's not going to happen. I know a lot of people will be like, I just want to put money there and just no, don't do that. Because I mean, you could do that, but you're not going to be able to be financially free and grow your level of wealth. That does not happen. It just doesn't happen. It's pretty much impossible to just to invest in one way and just let it go forever. It is possible, but it's not the best way. That's what I wanted to say. So here the idea is to really make you active and as well help the others to make the right decisions by voting. And voting is the way to get rewarded, right? So you need that active mindset. Let's go on because I think so we're ahead of a little bit losing out of time. Chapter 6 now was about curation, about listing tokens and letting you the choice to do so. Obviously, you voted yes. We could just jump over that. And it was a 78% yes. However, not a lot of people participate in that one, which is sad. So hopefully we'll have more people during the vacation or April, whatever that. But we need 15,000 people to participate. That would be great. And in going forward, you really have to. Benji, as always, we talk about things and then we deliver them as soon as possible. This one just took a short month. So what do the people have to do right now?
So right now, we're going to be collecting the tickers, or more like the coin market cap and coin gecko URL links of the tickers that you want to see in the app that aren't there yet. There are a few rules, but we will be also filtering out the tokens that cannot be listed for technical reasons, or just because they're scams or spams. I know that that happens a lot as well. So we are collecting right now these links, and we will be then aggregating everything and getting an in-app vote for you to choose which the best ones are. You have a QR code here, but what I suggest is that you first think about tokens, maybe list them out a little bit, and then scan the QR code and go to the submission page. We will be sending it out in the description, and also we'll be sending it out after this session and in a few days through the marketing channels. So it's not something that you don't have any time to do. You have actually 3 weeks to do it, and then we'll be voting inside the app.
So right now, list your favorite tokens, whatever they are, and hopefully they'll be in the top list of to be voted on top of it that right after, and that will happen 3 weeks from now, Benji, right? Is that correct?
Correct. First week of June.
Sweet.
Next up,
The
chapter
big
7.
question is chapter 7. 6 about listing, 7 is about earning. Borg. Bring a massive utility within the app to be able to earn Borg tokens regardless of the asset you stake. And this is something that's very important. So let's say you deposit USDC and you want to start earning in Borg, or you have an alpha rewards instead of getting whatever eigenlayer drops, you're going to get Borg drops. So this is the new way how we perceive this could create a great way to earn these Borgs. But more importantly, what you could do is that you'll have a huge buying pressure on Borg. That means every day, instead of earning LPT or whatsoever, or Ethereum, whatever we have in the app, it's going to sell this asset and buy Borg token and reward you in Borg tokens. Benji, are you excited about this one?
Yeah. That's a super exciting vote. I have no idea in which direction it's going to go, but for me, it's the it was something I really, really wanted when we were in the bear market. I was thinking to myself, man, it would be so nice if I could yield my USDC, because I had a lot of USDC in Pax Gold, and it would be so nice if I could yield these and get some Aave or some Ethereum or Engine or whatever it was when I was thinking of getting new exposure into the markets. And now being able to, for example, yield my USDC and get Borg is just a dream come true. Inside the bear market, in a moment where I have a lot of stable coins, that would be my go-to for sure. Because yes, you lose on the intérêt composé, if you can say that in English, on the additional income, exponential income you can get from the yields, but you can get exponential returns from reinvesting in the market when it's down, when it's very low. So at least that's how I would use it. But I think that you had a very, very good example with Live Peer as well. That's
Yeah,
quite compelling.
exactly. Instead of being like peer token, which I do think is a good exposure, but it's not like a core satellite. It's not a core position, it's a satellite position. So staking in those and getting more than what I have, it's still a good thing. That's not a bad thing. But I rather would do that in a core position, which I have, and Borg obviously is one of those. So compound interest is what Nicolas deals right, 100%.
Look at it, it's
So
translating English to French and now French to English. Thank you, Nico Coconut.
exactly. And what's in Japanese? Let's get to the next slide. So real return. Chapter 7 as well is about telling us, Benji, that 10 Borg stake equals 1 voting power. We talked
Indeed,
about
if you
this before.
don't have any vote stake, any Borg staked, now I'm confusing myself as well, then the vote will not be possible unless you're in the UK, in which case, in which case it will be possible. Nico Coconut with the Japanese translation. Thank you very much.
Arigato, guys. Arigato gozaimasu.
And
Go for it, guys. You could vote right now, and you could still stake more tokens after going forward. Don't worry about that. And yeah, so just vote right now. I'm gonna vote right now before I'm gonna forget, and do your meritocratic job, and let's make it happen.
exactly, I already did to test it out. Everything's working. I was thinking, imagine Nico
And as
Konat
would they.
is sending some Japanese swear words here, and we're highlighting him. That would be problematic. Nonetheless, the Guardians are going to happen right after this assembly vote. There'll be four options as per usual: burn, safety net, rewards, and then I mentioned earlier, but we're pushing something in the Dream Fund as well. The marketing team will make sure that the funds are used in the best way possible to make sure that dreams are happening either better or even more of them. So they'll give more updates on how this will all happen, but Guardians are going to be voting on this as well. The vote opens on the 19th of May, runs until the end of the month. I remind you, these two votes, the Assembly and the Guardians, are both incentivized, and now it starts to it will start creating a routine, hopefully. Alpha VNX, super interesting.
VNX, as you guys know, has been one of our big counterparty for stablecoins. Has gold, euro, CHF, GBP. It's one of the great contender in Europe within the stablecoin, and they're about to launch VNX, a alpha deal through a Borg pad, but as well in the app as well. So this is a very exciting opportunity for us. If you go to the next slide, VNX is offering a great deal for their governance token, and essentially at a low valuation too, which is really good. There's going to be a floor that's going to be actually at 0.5 cents, which is 15 million valuation, which is really good. So this deal exclusive is within the SwissBorg app. If you stake more Borg tokens, you'll be able to get in a better rank. That will again, you'll use get a better access and a bigger size too. So very excited about this one. If you go to the next slide, 100% of tokens are going to be released within the TG. There's no VC whatsoever. This has been a via deal that worked very closely with the Borgback team. So we are very fortunate to see that this is going to be a good one. Very excited about this one for sure. And I am definitely going to participate in this. I love the team. I love what they're doing. And yeah, it's great. It's a great way to strengthen even more our partnership with these guys, which is really cool, especially at this time where stablecoins in Europe has been really challenging, and that regulated entities like these guys are doing the right things to bring more stablecoins to Europe. Yeah. Alpha trading, there's more cool stuff here, which is one on Aave is happening tomorrow. The great thing out of this one is, again, the signals have been showing strong fundamentals that there's going to be a nice recover. We're hoping for a bullish case to do almost 50% of return, and moderate is between 16 to 36. Neutral will be just a little bit less than 10%. And though there's obviously a big risk too in all of these trading strategies, which is to lose 25%. I think this is a great one. Of course, there's volatility in the markets, but so far, alpha trading have been great ways to play the market and to trade the market without emotions and do it in a fine way. Telegram group for the Swiss Germans and German community. Please check it out. And there's as well events going through Telegram and through wonderful Luma. Questions?
Right, we have time to take a couple questions and then we'll move to the Kahoot where we ask questions to you. Is it possible to have notifications in-app when there is a new vote opportunity? Yes, usually they happen, not necessarily when the vote opens, but during the time it opens. For example, now you have 10 days. So during these 10 days, we'll send out a notification. But we don't necessarily send it right now because, for example, imagine I do a typo. I don't want everyone to see it right away. So I want to check everything first. Up. I think when app in Italian or Spanish. Isn't it already in Italian?
Italian's for sure, Luca, but Spanish, I think so. Spanish, the reason we backed out on Spanish was the regulation thing. I think so. That was the, yeah, I think so. That was the reason. As soon as Mika comes in, I think so. Yeah, Spanish will be a great new language to add. Hi team, does the camps level still have an influence on the number of Borg earned during the Guardian fields? Ooh, that's a good question. I imagine not for the next one, no?
No, no. This is going away until the ranks come back, and then we may have a surprise. But in the meantime, it will 100% rely on Borg state, and it has two also limits. I invite you to read the article that's on the website. But it's also exponential. So if I have 100 and you have 200, you'll get twice more than I do. Is it this one we already answered? I stacked V Euro. When will the earn point get in place?
That's a good
Cool
question,
name.
Kir Royal. You know what Kir Royal means in Persian, Benji?
No.
It means to have a royal thing.
Okay.
So Kir means dick. So Mr. Royal, you have amazing cocktail.
That's
Um, That's a good
oh,
question that we don't answer. You will have an airdrop, that's for sure. I don't know how the point will be unveiled and all that. I haven't been in touch with the team to be honest for some time. But yeah, after the
after the
token
TG.
TG, VNX will announce about points. Yeah.
Should
Should I
I?
have pasta with pesto or salad for dinner? Healthy and wealthy, man. Salad for dinner,
Salad
man.
all the way. Um, and then I would like my friend's code reward to be in Borg. Will it be possible at some point? Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Should we move on to the Kahoot? That's all the questions.
But for the code, we're gonna have the man Dan is coming of the couch, and I'm gonna say to everyone, be healthy, be wealthy, love our board equity. Much love to all you guys. Enjoy the game.
This is so loud, Dan.
Cool music there.
How's that?
Better.
Is it off?
Bye-bye.
It's gone. Well done, everybody. How are you doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. I think we need to see some green hearts for the gentlemen that have just been on the stage for 2 hours talking their behinds off in 2 languages, only one of which I speak poorly. So it's Kahoot time. So it's Kahoot time. If you don't know what to do, you need to have the app open on your phone. You need to scan that QR code, or you can enter the PIN number 8539707. Or you can do it at kahoot.it. So we need to see more participants this week. We didn't have a lot last month. I was hugely disappointed in you guys. So Benji, you know what to do.
I'm sending the link. I'm sending the link.
Good man. Okay, so we've got, what we got? 28 at the moment. Let's see some more. I want 50 guys. I want minimum 50 before we start this. It's not tricky. If English isn't your first language, to be honest, you should have a good go at this anyway. All of the questions have been covered in the presentation. If you're watching the comments, paying attention, you've got an extra special chance as well. Come on, we've got 38. Let's at least have, come on. There we go, 41. I want 50. 50 and we'll start, guys, okay? Let's see if we can get the music to a nicer volume. How's that?
That's good.
Because I can't hear it. Come on, 44. You got 30 seconds, guys, then we'll get started. 30 seconds. Benji's been online for too long. You're looking good for it, though, man. You're not faltering. Still looking strong.
This is the Red Bull.
40. Not the sandwich. 46. Come on. I need 50 guys. Just 4 more people. Tell your family, tell your friends. Claire, get Russ to sign up if he hasn't done already. Danny, I hope you're playing from Canada.
Yeah, Danny and the bus.
Good gosh.
Look at that.
Yeah, get all the people on the bus to sign up, Danny. Come on.
SwissBorg rank. Let's go.
Okay, 49. Let's go, guys. 51, well done. So here we are, our April review quiz. Nice and easy. I think it's 12 questions today. 3, 2, 1. Let's Kahoot. Which newly added token is this? Out of the tokens listed this month, which logo is that?
That's crazy.
Remember, the faster you hit your answer, the higher your score. But of course, you could get it wrong. Look at that, 25 people. Rock and roll. Paying attention there, guys. Well done. Let's go. Okay, so on the scoreboard, we have Suju, Loix, Steve, of course, Swiss, and CG coming up in the position there.
I wonder if Steve studies these tokens every time. Oh, wow, two of these.
Yeah, we've got 2. I know there was only
a
few tokens. So Filecoin, Fitchin, Fwog, or Filecoin, which one is that, guys? Beautiful. So 30 people got Filecoin. We had a few for Fitchin. I caught you there with the F, I guess.
One Filecoin, one Fwog.
It's just because I like saying Filecoin. So Loic racing up to the top. Steve, as you said, yep, coming in second. Karapan, Dada, and the Anthoborg, the notorious Anthoborg once again. Question number 3. Which April reward strategy made 55% in under 4 weeks with ETH, Psy, Uniswap, or Tau? Were you paying attention? Did you take part? Did you get the rewards? Did you get the rewards, Benji?
I was lucky enough to have put very little just a test, but I think I still made a solid 50 euros.
But it all counts. It looks like 30 people were paying attention on that one. So well done, guys. Scoreboard. Oh, look. Wow, Steve racing to the top.
Key Royale is here number 4.
There you go. Not drinking clearly this evening just yet.
just yet. Getting there.
Question 4. To the nearest 1 million, how many Borg were staked in April? Were you paying attention? 110 million, 104, 105, or 102?
This I know.
You should know this.
This one I know.
After all your You're strong, and so did 20 Borgers, but we just split the difference there. So yeah, it was 102 million and some change that made it into the staking in the month of April.
Sweet.
Super exciting. What do we got? Oh, that's cleared a few people out. So Steve once again at the top, Zolid IB, Rottenborg, Sergio, well done, making an appearance, and Mickey as well, zooming into the top 5.
I think
Let's go.
Rottenborg should get a punishment for that name.
The size of the final SwissBorg Dream Fund total prize pool, 30,
Although
20, 40.
technically,
Okay.
we don't know yet.
The SwissBorg size, not the community size.
Oh,
And look, we did know. We did know 40K. 38 people got that right. Well done, guys. Let's take a look, see what's happened. Folks, Steve is running away with this. Come on.
Someone needs to DDoS Steve. So when you cut his connection for a bit.
But look, we've got Luca96 making an appearance now as well. Once again, another one of our quiz professionals. Question number 6. Which network was added? You've got to get this one to the MEX in April.
Steve, it was
Tron.
Just for you, Steve. Steve.
Look at that.
Wow.
47 off you knew it was Bearer Chain.
I hope Steve is in these 2 green ones.
Who do you think is going to be at the top? It's Steve. No changes in the top 5. Come on, folks. Knuckle down. This one is going to sort out who was paying attention. So how many dexes are now connected to the MEX in total? 12, 13, 15, or 10?
The music behind is really epic. The orchestra kind of oh. So
I feel left out because I can't hear it at all.
Look at that ladder.
So 23 of you are paying attention, but look, yeah, we got a right split there. So have we had some changes? Steve!
No.
My gosh.
Steve was wrong or slow?
What can we say? Looks like wrong because he doesn't have the arrow. I don't know. He'll have to message us and tell us. So Zolid IB, well done. It's first place. Sergio, Luca, Steve, like all to play for, guys. This just got interesting. Let's go. Next question. The new trading activity widget shows activity across 1 hour, 1 week, a day, or your lunch break. Which is it?
Lunch break would be funny.
It is indeed across a day, 24-hour period, guys. 24 hours. Super useful new addition to the app, as Benji and Cyrus were just discussing. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Wow.
Nice.
Dang. Luca at the top, Loic, Zolid IB, Kira Royale, Sergio. You're making up the top 5. Well done, folks.
Special mention to Steve, who was doing so well. No, Steve.
So, which locations were mastermind events held in? Oh, Steve, in April. Paris and Dubai, Paris and Munich, Dubai, Lisbon, New York, London. Paris and Dubai indeed were the answers. Looking at the top 5. Luca now forming
Toxic
a solid
Vanilla.
lead.
Who's Toxic Vanilla?
That's a great name. Okay, question number 10. This is social media now. Were you paying attention? Which day has been set aside for a weekly Borg Love Muster Call giveaway? Friday, Tuesday, Monday, or Thursday? Which is it? Were you paying attention to our social media activities? It is indeed Muster Call Monday for the Borgers. No changes. No changes. A solid top 5. Will they make it to the end? Question number 11. Which of these currencies is not currently produced by VNX as a stablecoin?
That's kind of tricky, and then you figure that there's only one that's very far away.
There you go. For those that were paying attention, it was indeed the USD. These guys are producing stable coins that nobody else is doing, GBP, CHF, Euro, and let's make some interesting.
No.
Gold. Always believe in yourself. Scoreboard. Sergio coming up on number 2. Kieran Royale, well done, number 3. Toxic Vanilla, and Steve making a little comeback maybe. So remember, folks, it's 1,000 Borg prize. It's 700 to the winner, 200, then 100 to third place. So there's a lot to play for here now. As we look at question number 12, this is the last real question. How many tokens were added in April?
It's added.
Oh.
You have to pronounce it right.
Oh man, you know that mortifies me too. Well done. It was 8. It was 8. So now the top 5.
Oh, there's one more, no?
There is one more. Luca, Sergio, Kiriel, Toxic Vanilla, Steve. Everybody else, you've got to focus now. Focus for the final question, please.
Well, here I'm tempted to say...
Okay, because you were on vacation. That doesn't count as quiet.
I'm tempted to say the community index wasn't very... But yeah, fair enough. We're trying to follow routine here.
As always, we were super, super busy. Definitely wasn't a quiet month. Let's take a look at the final standings. Well done, folks. I hope you enjoyed this. We're looking at the podium. Number 3, it's Steve, making an amazing comeback.
Wow.
Well done, Sarah. Number 2 is Sergio. That's great. And number 1, it's got to be...
Luca.
Gosh darn, it's Luca 96. Excellent. Well done, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Congratulations, commiserations to the runners up there for making great efforts too. That was really great.
This is very French, huh?
So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the live events. Please show the love with the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell if you haven't pounded it already. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next month. Benji, last words?
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you for locking your Borg if you can. It was a pleasure. It was a blast. And yeah, see you next time. Love you all. Bye.